Blessed be everyone. So I wanted to do a little intro to this video because it just starts off with me getting on a plane, and I kind of want to do a prelude of sorts just so that you can understand a little bit more what the trip was about. So the last few years, it's been just a journey of spiritual evolution, and one of the things that I had wanted to do was go to a spiritual retreat in Arizona. I went to see Arizona and visit like the ley lines there, the vortexes, and just get into with that energy. And because of the canyons and the mini vortexes and ley lines that they have in the area, there's a lot of tribes that live there, and there's a lot of sacred ground. And because of all the vortexes, there are also a lot of spiritual retreats. So I picked out the spiritual retreat. I had actually found it maybe about 2 years ago, and it was around the time I decided to do the ayahuasca. And I put it on the goal list, and I manifested that trip to Arizona. So that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. When I went there, I learned more about myself. A lot of the things that were taught were pretty basic type of shadow work that you can learn yourself and do yourself. You don't really need a guide to do it. I think that I had advanced to a level where like I was familiar with a lot of the ideas behind things, but they gave me a lot of practical tools to use in everyday life. It's not like advanced magic or alchemy, but it's just practical tools that you can use to help with like energy clearing and shadow work. We also did we did a journey there, and we did some releasing of blockages within the body, and it also, I picked the package that came with a hot stone massage, and we did the workshop over a course of 4 days. I chose the 4 elements retreat, which is basically you're working with each element on the path towards healing, and you learn how to utilize each element and the practical techniques that you can use on a day-to-day basis. So that was pretty much what that was about. But aside from just the retreat, taking that trip grew me in a major way, because I had a very sheltered life, and I took the journey, by myself, doing things that I've never done before. Even something like driving out there, that was a step for me, being new on the road, and then like driving in the mountains. And hiking by myself, to like Cathedral Rock, and like going through like the rock formations, and trusting in the universe not to get lost and be able to find my way back. So it was definitely something that grew me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Now, while I was there, I actually got sick, and at the time I couldn't figure out what it was. It didn't really feel like a cold, but it kind of felt like if I maybe had allergies, and then you get a postnasal drip, and then you get all the congestion and headache and just feeling really down. I got sick, and it was like right after day 1 of the spiritual retreat. But so I had 3 more days to go, but I just kind of pushed through. And then for the it was just kind of racking my mind, because I don't get sick often. I very rarely get a cold. When I was younger and lived in a house with several other siblings, someone would catch a cold, and then I would catch a cold because of being in close quarters with them. But since moving out of that type of environment, I do not really get sick. So I will get allergies and things like that, but it really wasn't the time, and I really didn't have any triggers. So I was trying to figure out what it was. And then the intriguing part was that it happened after day one, after we did like the first exercises. So later on, they had asked me to write a review, and I kind of took a while. I probably took like a week or so to get back to them, and I let them know that I was sick and told them what was going on. And then I learned about spiritual flu. And it's actually quite common when you are releasing blockages for you to get sick, because everything that is the spiritual body is connected to the physical body and vice versa. So it's kind of like you have a bunch of this stagnant energy that's been released. Like, let's say you open like the dam, and then all the water like flows into the river. So when that happens, it kind of pushes out, it might be sediment, litter, stuff like that. So just giving you the image of how it happens in the body. You open like the spiritual floodgates, and then all the blockages, negative, stagnant energy that causes spiritual blockages, also causes physical illness, gets like pushed out into the forefront, and then you have to release it so you can get what's called spiritual flu. So I actually got the spiritual flu after I did the retreat. After the very first exercise. So it was a lot. It was a learning process, and I'm working on implementing everything still into my daily practice now. I've just been gathering so much information, going through these experiments. There was no plant medicine involved on this journey, but taking the plant medicines, and now it's like a time of just putting it all into action. And I'm working a lot on action now. And also part of that action is sharing with you guys. And so if you check out my channel, you'll see that I started posting more. I finally got my camera and invested in that. And I found some software to use. Right now I'm using HitFilm. If somebody has a better suggestion, I'm open to it. I did see an Adobe program, but I'm kind of a newbie at the editing, so they said that that's like way more advanced, so HitFilm would be better to use, but HitFilm crashes a lot, so it's not that easy to, it's more user-friendly, but it's also like the software sucks. It crashes a lot, and it's very annoying. So if someone has any suggestions with that, would be very much appreciated. Something that's user-friendly and, for like new video editing, someone who's new to the video editing game. The reason why I can like do what I do so far with the editing, which is pretty rudimentary, but I'm somewhat familiar with the technology from the work that I did as a news production assistant, where I would have to edit sound waves. So the setup is kind of similar, but obviously it's more advanced than that, editing sound ways compared to like editing the images and video. But yeah, I'm open to any suggestions there, but hopefully you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out, and look forward to much more to come. So this will be the Arizona trip. The next video that I probably will post will be another trip that I took to Georgia, and also my first camping trip that I did with my friend. As far as the update with the sustainable living, I have 3 videos posted up there, and those are the only videos that I'm going to post for the fall garden. Basically, that was spring into fall, and now I will be starting to make some new videos, because now it's time to start, like, I'm kind of late with this, but I still have time to start like amending the soil and getting ready basically to plant seeds again for the spring. Hopefully this weekend I'll get out there and get started with that, and then have some more videos for you in that regard, so I can kind of take you through like more of the nuances and of the steps of what to do, and just the things that I'm learning along the way, and also give you guys an update of my well, I'm so tongue-tied. Someone said that's an ascension sign, I don't know. An update on my spiritual space, and all the information, tons of like new books that I purchased that I'm reading. I hope to do some book reviews for you guys. These are obviously spirit books that have to do with like spiritual practices, alchemy, things of that nature. So yeah, so this is a journey and awakening that I've been going through. So I hope you guys are doing well and that you will enjoy this video of my trip to Sedona, Arizona, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. On my way to Sedona, Arizona. So I know I mentioned about going to work with some shamans. So I am headed to a spiritual retreat in Sedona, Arizona. This is very exciting. Just starting this journey, traveling by myself. And just checking out the area, seeing what life is like there. It's an area possibly that I would like to live in the future. And going to a spiritual retreat there to do some work over the course of 4 days. So I will film as much of it as I can. I actually bought a new camera so I can get some good footage and videos, and we'll see how it goes. I got about 5 hours on this flight, guys. Hey guys, so I'm looking rough right now. It's okay, my hair is frizzy because I was sleeping on the plane. It's not rougher than this room though that I'm currently in right now. You live and you learn. I basically, with the flight that I took, I chose the affordable flight, so that basically left me with a couple of hours until I can pick up my rental at the car rental place. I did this months ago. I should have probably booked the rental earlier so I could just drive it to a nice hotel, but the rental place is part of the airport. So I booked a hotel when I got off the plane, or a motel, this is not a hotel, at the close to the airport. I just wanted something that was gonna be cheap and close to the airport. Good Lord, I should have read the reviews. My friend helped me find it. Horrible. I came in, there's 2 beds in here. There's stains on one of the beds. There's a dead roach in the bathroom, and these are like cockroaches, like huge, like 3 inches long. And then there is another one alive that my friend had to help talk me into killing. And before I did that, and I wasn't even afraid. It was like Joel's apartment. It just was chilling. It didn't care that I was in the bathroom at all. I was like, what the fuck is this? And so first I had to go back downstairs, and I asked the attendant, who was rude, if she had bug spray. She didn't give a damn. She said, I don't know if I have bug spray. It's hot down here, and it's 90 degrees. I'm just trying to cool off. I was just like, you don't know if you have bug spray? Look, I don't give a fuck if it's hot or 90 degrees. Get your ass in there and look in the cupboards. Just rude. But the red flag was when the Uber dropped me off, and you booked the hotel through a bulletproof glass, standing outside like it's midnight at the corner candy store. So I was just in the hood. I'm just like, what? Oh Lord. But you know what? The Uber driver on the way here gave me so many synchronicities and signs that this is what I need to be doing in the right place. Because I mean, the goal eventually would be to move out west. He lived
he's also from New York, like me, and lived in on the same small peninsula that I did. What are the odds? And then lived in Jersey, like I currently do, and then moved out here 1 year ago. I was just like, wow, that's a lot of synchronicity. So yeah, he mentioned you can do way more with your money here, excuse me, than New York. And I looked it up, and the cost of living is about 41% lower. I wouldn't live in Phoenix. I would live on the outskirts. I'm not going to go too far into detail about where exactly, but yeah, this Arizona is one of the safe zones, and there are other areas in the West that are safe zones, Colorado, etc., etc. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. And yeah, so I had to work up the courage and kill a cockroach. Chose the bed that has the least stains on it, and now I'm sitting here. I don't think I can go to sleep. My friend's like, try to go to sleep. I'm like, it's hard enough when you're just in a new place. But when you're in a new place that's like this kind of reminds me of where you go to hide from the gunman. But I just have to remember the synchronicities. And never again book any hotel, without reading a review. I just wanted whatever was going to take me, being that I'm booking it at 1 a.m. and check-in times are usually in the afternoon. So, but I do have an Airbnb that I'm going to go to. So I got to basically get up in 2 hours? Okay, so if I repeat, I'm sorry, but somehow the rest of this recording got lost. But I kind of went over and run down what I was going to do. Get up, get the rental, and then I have to drive 2 hours to Sedona to go to the retreat. I'm just going to cut this short because everything I said got lost, but I'm going to sum it up as quickly as I can. It's a spiritual retreat. Over a course of 4 days, we're going to be doing different rituals. It's called the 4 Elements ceremony. So each day we're going to work with one of the elements. And then on the final day is a shamanic journey. And if you don't know what that is, you should look into it. So it's basically using beats to affect the brain waves. So it'll shift you into a trance-like state so that you can then journey the realms. And then traditional thought is there is an upper, middle, and lower realm. And from there you can meet spirit guides, get information. It's organic and non-organic entities that live within that realm. One can practice journeying themselves. They have CDs and it sounds like a fire truck. CDs and things you can buy, or you can do it with a shaman. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just thinking about the synchronicities and that I came across, and so it's good signs. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully next time probably will be from that nice Airbnb. Yeah. I just checked out of the motel. Thank the Lord. I got up on an hour of sleep, and now I'm waiting for my Uber to take me to pick up the rental car. Then I'll probably find somewhere to have some breakfast before I head to the retreat. I gotta hit the road about 5:30. I just kind of washed up with a rag and some soap. I didn't get in that shower because I'm not trying to leave with any funguses. And then to top it all off, the toilet didn't work. And I found that out after I used it. So yeah, I just said I gotta find something that I'm grateful for. in every situation, and I'm grateful that I got an hour of rest, and I'm grateful that I'm safe.
So when we get our monsoons, like those clouds, the cloud right above Thunder Mountain is gonna get.
I'm looking like a tourist right now. I'm gonna fill this cute little restaurant that I'm about to go eat in. Taking a break from the spiritual retreat to get some lunch, and then I'll have a hot stone massage. It's so cute. Pretty Western. Kind of like American Fairy. Hey guys, so I thought I was filming and I wasn't. I just lost all the footage I had of this really beautiful view. I tried to go to a trail because I finished my session. We did the hot stone massage and releasing, and they were like, you know, don't go shopping, go out in nature. So I tried to go to, you know, a trail. I actually tried 2 of them. They were closed. One of them I definitely know that was the same way that I went with my with the guide, because hold on, it says oncoming traffic does not stop. Traffic? I don't see none. Because I'm really gonna be filming right now. Because there's a house that's built into the cliffs, and I kept passing that house. So I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna maybe try to plan a trip to the canyon or something like that and see how that goes, if I can fit in that. Because I want to try to take as much advantage of this as possible. And I know that also they have, like, Colorado is not too far from here. So we'll see how this goes, guys. All right, heading to the Airbnb now. So this is the Airbnb neighborhood. Beautiful view of the mountains. The houses are very close together. It's an HOA. Okay guys, check out the Airbnb. It's beautiful. I haven't turned on all the lights, but I'm like, whoever owns this house is a very spiritual being. Which would explain why they have manifested such beautiful luxury. This is the kitchen. Absolutely gorgeous. Dining area. Oh my, I love this. Lots of homage to Buddhism. And outside, beautiful, beautiful. That's the 2-person hot tub. A statue out there. I'll probably get in that hot tub tonight. If it's warm, I gotta check it out. This is my room with the view of outside. Gorgeous. I think that's also some Asian influence as well. Beautiful cabinetry. This is the walk-in closet and the bathroom. Ooh. Time to slip into the hot tub. Yes, chicken. Gotta make do. Making breakfast and lunch. This beautiful kitchen. Salad. This is a dressing. breakfast, and some chicken to go on a salad. Where's your selfie stick when you need it? I'm going to take advantage of this beautiful day and no monsoons coming yet and go and hike. Just finished the first part of the second session of the retreat at Inner Journeys, and a lot of breakthroughs there that I am going to go find a place to write about when I go up there on the hike. And I just got confirmation from the facilitator who was like, go out there today and take advantage. Like, you might be scared of the trail, but do it. How did she know? That's exactly what my guides have been telling me. Push the boundaries. So we're gonna push these boundaries. Yes. This is the stupa. She said start off easy with the stupa, and tomorrow I'm going to try the cathedral, but I have to take a shuttle to get there.
crow next to Starbucks. I want to find a Starbucks so I can journal some more. I did some journaling. This is they got a whole crow. I did some journaling. It's so funny. In the on the trail. Hi, you looking at me? And I was like, okay, let me go find somewhere cool and have a cool drink. A drink. So I looked up coffee shop and I'm gonna go to this Starbucks because I want a Starbucks vibe. And there are other coffee shops that are more like restaurant coffee shops. So this is interesting. They got a crystal store over here called the Dragon's Den right there. I'm like, every time I like go to these little shopping strips, I'm just like, oh, I didn't know all this was over here. So it's time to explore. I can't buy too much stuff because I can't bring it all with me on the plane, but crystals I can. But I wonder what Biddle's Pool, Spa, and Patio is over there. That sounds very refreshing, whatever it is. So I just was in that store. I'll show you guys what I got when I get back to the Airbnb. They had a lot of interesting stuff in there. I found a dragon and this stained glass hummingbird, which I was just saying I wanted a stained glass piece to go in my kitchen like they have at the Airbnb. And the hummingbird relates to the Hummingbird Lounge I was in. I hope continue this path of self-discovery when I drink the ayahuasca. They got a knitting store. Interesting. All right, so now the Starbucks was inside of a grocery store called Safeway, so it's not like a real Starbucks. So I'm gonna go to that cafe restaurant place and just chill out in there and eat and write my journal. I already had brought lunch with me, but I guess I'll be having that for dinner because I forgot a fork. And I don't want to drive all the way back to the Airbnb. It's not only 30 minutes, but why waste gas? So I'm just hanging out around town. So I'll sit in there and waste some time. And then around 5, probably 40, I'm gonna head out and go to the fire ceremony. That's the last session I have for today. I don't know what it consists of, but I'm gonna find out. And it's Kurt and Maris Bone, I think her name, Marisopa, the butterfly. It's their friend who does the fire ceremony. So yeah, this is supposed to be, so it's voted the best home cooking, so why not? Here's I like the vibes, like the doo-wop music and the colors. It's cute. Got a little coffee and a Mexican breakfast burrito coffee. And it looks simple, but it's simply delicious. Culture is this from? Like I learned about the directions, but they were different colors. Yours, I like your theory.
So depending upon who's speaking and what tribal affiliation they're from, the colors change. As an example, my wife is Cherokee. The Jolligee elder said that when the little brown man came with tobacco, that he came to assist in grounding. So,
Climbing Cathedral
It's in.
Trail.
It's in.
Not for the faint of heart.
So I hiked up Cathedral Mountain. I haven't made it all the way to the top, but I'm pretty far along. I'm losing my strength, and we are dwindling on time for that shuttle, the last shuttle to come pick me up. So I'm going to start making my way back down. I will try this again next year. I'll show you how far up I got, pushing the boundaries. And now, have to go back down.